Whole for refusing to pay delivery and maternity expenses for the child, plus updates. Original post. About 11 months ago, I, male 28, found out that my girlfriend, female 24, was cheating on me. We'd been together for 4 years and lived together for almost 2. I thought we had a great relationship. We got along well, regular weekly dates, traveled a lot together, and had tons of plans for our future together. We'd even talked about me proposing as soon as she got her finances in order. I found out she was sleeping with a guy, who's friend with a best friend's boyfriend. I told her to kick rocks and that I never wanted to see her again. She went on and moved in with that best friend and her boyfriend. During that time, she never told her family that we broke up and no longer lived together. A few weeks after she moved out, she reached out and told me that she was pregnant and that she is certain that it's mine because the time she cheated they used protection. For context, my pop passed when I was a child, and I have very little memories of him, and as a result, my family struggles and it affected me for a long time. I told her when a kid is born and is confirmed as mine, I'll take care of everything. Until then, leave me alone. A few weeks later, we met up and she swore off everything that the baby is mine and said I should help cover maternity and pregnancy stuffs. I told her keep receipts of everything you spend for pregnancy and maternity stuffs. After the child is born, if it's mine, I'll cut you a check to cover all expenses. If it's not, then we'll part ways. She agreed. She then proceeded to get a midwife and a doula for herself, both pretty expensive. She decided on a home birth. Comes time, baby came early and there were complications. She was rushed to the hospital for emergency C-section, and baby was kept in those wards where they keep newborns who can't survive alone. The day of birth, I went to see her and a nurse took me to see the baby. 2 weeks ago, she sent me receipts of everything and it's totaled over $40,000, and she asked for money to pay the doula and the midwife. I told her let's wait for DNA results. Well, turns out I'm not the father. I told her I'm sorry, but she's on her own. She cried and said she and the child are ruined if I don't step up and help them, and went on about how we can have a successful relationship together and raise the kid, and how she's matured and will be a good partner. I told her I have no interest raising someone else's child, and to call on the real father. Well, the guy is broke and is cashier at a local store. Now everyone in her family is trying to convince me to at least pay off the $40,000 before going our separate ways. I said no. Am I the a-hole for refusing to step up here? Now for the top comments before reading the mini updates. Not the a-hole. She cheated and the kid isn't yours. No responsibility towards her or the child. These people trying to convince you to drop $40,000 on a child that's not yours are a-holes. These people can give her the $40,000. And all that talk about getting back together was gonna last until the check cleared. Did she even stop banging the cashier, or is he on hold till the delivery is paid for? Also, she could have gotten a DNA test long before making any serious decisions. Sounds like she knew all along and was trying to railroad you into raising the child. Please run as fast and as far away from her as you can. See, I was thinking that too. The other thing that occurred to me was that she may have already had someone taking care of the expenses that she had arranged for pre-birth, and that she was going to pocket the $40,000 after the fact and use it for something else, because that doesn't seem out of line with her behavior so far. Not a-hole, she made decisions based on her assumptions. So far, she has shown she isn't interested in a real long-term relationship with you. She dug herself a hole and is now asking you to get her out of it. You are not responsible for her, nor her actions. Her family are a-holes for asking you. She is the one who caused the breakup. You were not living together when she incurred the debts, and they are for her pregnancy with another guy. If they are concerned, ask why they are not able to pay. Please do so publicly. I haven't said anything publicly, but I will if they continue. And thanks for your words. Control the narrative, or she will soon say you abandoned her and your son. The moment she cheated on you, she is no longer your responsibility. The moment you knew the kid is not yours, he is no longer your responsibility. Let people know about these facts. Still, there will be people telling you to be the better man. Just don't. Ignore them. She wasn't the better woman when she decided to sleep with another guy behind your back, so not your problem. Yes, she still tells people I'm the father. I've had to clarify to a few people already. You just need to make a public clarification at this point. Post those results where she can't keep slandering you. You don't have to give dirty details on the cheating unless you want, but 100% should post "I am not the father of X's baby." X knows this because a paternity test was done. I will not be paying expenses for or parenting another man's child. Now for the updates. I had to lawyer up. She's still pushing the deadbeat dad narrative and painting me as the bad guy. Second update. Hey guys, since having to get a lawyer, I blocked her and everything in her circle. I shared with my family and friends the DNA results, and they were all baffled by her brazenness. Some of them had a good laugh, especially my mom, who never liked her much. My lawyer told her that she needed to fix what she's done and clear my name, or we'd sue her amongst other things. Last night, she made a post on Facebook telling everyone that she and I have not been together for nearly a year, and that the child isn't in fact mine. She made another post and tagged the guy who's supposedly the father. She messaged me on WhatsApp. I hadn't blocked her there. She apologized and said she was desperate and angry at herself for cheating, and wished on everything she never did and that I was the father, and said she hoped we can maybe be friends. I never answered her message and don't plan on it. Next story. Am I the a-hole for calling off my engagement because my fiancé hangs out with someone she had no self-control when it comes to sex? Original post. I was engaged to my girlfriend. We have been together for about 3 years. We took our friends to celebrate. We all got a bit drunk, and her friends started spilling some stuff about my girlfriend's past. The friend said that my girlfriend finally managed to control her hoe side, and she never could control herself around her friend. More specifically, her male friend. Let's call him Bob. So from what I heard about Bob, he used to hook up regularly with my girlfriend. After we got home, I asked more questions to my girlfriend about her controlling herself. I had to press her, and she confessed that she cheated on previous boyfriends with Bob, and Bob cheated with her. She confessed that her exes never found out. Bob and her still hang out from time to time. They were friends since college. And now I'm here, her boyfriend who was her fiancé, now having almost no trust towards her. I asked for the ring back, and she insisted that nothing happened with Bob since we got together. But after learning all of this, I just don't believe her. Now for the top comments before reading the update. Admitted cheating on past boyfriends? Plural? With a guy she still hangs out with that she never mentioned while engaged to you? Do not listen to these people saying you're overreacting. Even if she didn't cheat on you, she hid this from you because obviously you would not approve. The trust is broken before you even said your vows. I used to have a friend like this. Cheated on every single boyfriend. I asked her to please stop telling me. She started dating her husband soon after I asked. She probably cheated on him too. I debated telling him, but knew she'd twist it around to me being some crazy jealous friend. We aren't friends anymore. But I bet the friend didn't slip the info because she was drunk. The alcohol was a cover. She's trying to tell Opie. My son did exactly that. He got drunk and told his girlfriend about her best friend's boyfriend cheating on her. My son was also friends with a cheater, but after him witnessing the way he treated his loyal partner, decided it was the final straw that broke their friendship. The guy is a loser, like I said, final straw. Anyway, he knew it would get back to the right person, and it did. She kicked him to the curb. Not a-hole. Seeing her past actions, you decided that you could no longer see her the same way nor could trust her. And in a relationship of 3 years, I believe this topic should have been brought up by her long ago, as it is an issue she had with her exes. As you mentioned, none of her exes found out, which means that she was good at hiding it. Hence, it gives you more reason to believe she might be cheating on you too. Good luck. And they dated for 3 years, met Bob multiple times, and she never told him. Yeah, very trustworthy. Not only that, from the way the post was written, it sounded like the girlfriend hadn't been honest about her lack of self-control over her hoe side too, especially when it comes to hoeing for Bob. Like if she legit has such a poor control over herself when it comes to keeping her genitals safe and away from Bob, and by extension her issues with cheating on multiple past boyfriends, you'd think she'd work on herself more before getting into yet another relationship. Or at the very least, be honest with her current boyfriend about her control issues, or lack thereof, because one would think she'd learn from her past mistakes, right? Now for the update. I broke up with her. I told her that I need to see her phone if she even wants me to consider staying with her. I dug through her texts and messages. I found out that she messaged Bob about missing him about a year ago. Bob asked to meet up after talking about all the sex they used to have, and my girlfriend only turned him down because I had moved in with her at that point. Her message was, "Wish I could, but hope he moved in. Let you know if I get a chance though. I'm done. I packed my stuff and I'm moving in with my parents." My girlfriend apologized for those messages and insists nothing actually happened. Yeah, sure, only 'cause you couldn't. Thanks for all the support, by the way. Also, I swear to God, some of you all could catch your significant other butt naked with another person, but as long as you didn't actually see them do it, you'd be all like, well, there's no evidence they actually did it, so they clearly didn't cheat. Finally, someone who isn't an idiot. Good on you for losing dead weight. Yes, he made a difficult decision, but it sounds like it was the right one for him. He deserves to be with someone who is fully committed to him and respects their relationship. My girlfriend apologized for those messages and insists nothing actually happened. This is hilarious. Like if a dude went to a bar and tried to hook up with random women, but they all turned him down and he tells his girlfriend, "But I never cheated." Your ex is dumb as a rock. If nothing else, that's a good reason to leave. I don't think she's dumb. I think she was just desperate at that point. I guess she was so used to getting away with cheating that she never actually thought of what to do if she actually got caught. I'm sorry, Opie. However, I'm glad you found out before you got married. And even though nothing happened, the intention was there. If she had replied differently, that she no longer wanted that life, and to cut Bob out of her life as she was in a happy relationship with you, it would be a start, but she didn't. Has your ex tried reaching out to you? Even though she doesn't end up with you, I hope she can learn from this and not carry on her cheating ways. Don't know. I've blocked her on everything that I could think of. Frankly, I don't want to talk to her again. I'm sad to say, but part of me wants to talk to her. Part of me thinks that maybe I misread something. Honestly, reading the comments here is helping me push these feelings away. That's normal. You loved her. You're going to mourn the loss of the relationship, even if it was justified. I'm sorry you're going through this. Trust me when I say there are better women out there for you. The situation isn't a reflection on you. It's a reflection of her as a person. Not the a-hole. You dodged a bullet. Cheating is about integrity and honesty. If your girlfriend had been pretty young and cheated on a past boyfriend once with Bob and then matured and learned better, that might be one thing. But she did it repeatedly with different boyfriends over a pretty long period of time. She showed her character. The fact that she was catchy texting Bob was just icing on a bad character cake. I am happy we won't be reading another AITA post from you 2 years from now, talking about your now wife giving birth and a blood test making it clear you could not be the father and you asking what you do now. Last story. Am I the a-hole for calling out my girlfriend when she said she doesn't need no man on a social media post? I'm going to start this off by saying that I, 32 male, sincerely believe my girlfriend, 30 female, is a hardworking and intelligent woman who absolutely deserves the success she has achieved in her life. We have been together for 6 years. When I first met her, she wasn't struggling or anything like that, but she was working in a job that she hated. Around the time I met her, she wanted to go back to school to get her master's degree, but was struggling with a decision because she was worried about taking on more student debt. To keep a long story short, once our relationship got serious enough, I offered to move her in with me at no cost to her until she was able to complete her master's degree and land a job. We were able to make it work, and she landed what she considers a dream job shortly after graduating. That was about a year ago. A couple of days ago, she decided to make a long-winded social media post about how proud she is of herself for how far she's come so far in life. For the most part, it was just harmless fluff. But one part of her post that rubbed me the wrong way was where she threw in a few sentences of how she was a self-made woman who, despite all struggles, managed to provide everything for herself, and that she's proud that she doesn't need to rely on a man. Not only were these statements factually incorrect, it felt like a slap in the face that she wanted to speak about her life without acknowledging me or my contributions to her life at all. While she studied to improve her life, I provided her with a place to live and food on the table so she wouldn't have to worry about it. Although she did work as a teaching assistant while studying, I encouraged her to use it as her fun money and for additional expenses. Although my expenses didn't increase dramatically by moving her in, we didn't move somewhere bigger/more expensive. I still made sacrifices on my end so that she could put herself through school as comfortably as possible. I commented directly on a post. Did you forget about the boyfriend who paid the bills while you did your master's degree? Am I chopped liver? As expected, I got absolutely slammed with replies and DMs, calling me every insult in the book. She herself was livid at the comment and called me an a-hole, among other things, for posting it, telling me that it was completely unnecessary and demanded an apology. I refused to apologize, but told her that I would retract the comment if she edited her post to at least get rid of the "I don't need no man" stuff that I felt was unnecessary. After arguing a bit back and forth, she packed a bag and went to stay with a friend because she needs some space. I'm conflicted about what to think about this situation myself. I know this is just social media, and I admit that I did write that comment as a knee-jerk reaction. But I'm also bothered that she decided to react this way instead of having a mature conversation about this. So, am I the a-hole? Her lie was called out, so she's embarrassed. You're still not the a-hole. I really don't get the people sending him angry messages. What can they possibly say? I mean, she got caught lying. What are they blasting him for? Not the a-hole, but if you stick to your guns here, she may leave. Since she said she don't need a man. As long as you are good with that, then keep to the truth. She got what she needed. Now she will move on. She's going to paint you as abusive or controlling, and she's a strong, independent woman who moved on from a toxic relationship. She got what she needed. Don't wait for her to dump you so she can feel empowered. Just end a relationship. Don't make it ugly. Don't accuse or fight her. If you must say your piece, just say you don't feel appreciated and don't trust her as an equal partner. That you both deserve the right partner and you wish her well. No fight, no scene. And if she later realizes she made a mistake, do not take her back. That's a big if. But if she does, let her learn the lesson for the next partner. And hopefully you've learned something valuable from this too. To be with someone who shares your values and sees relationships as us versus the problem. Yep, he should just change those locks and move on. Lol, that would be such a mic drop. When she tries to come home and her key doesn't work, just remind her that she is self-made and doesn't need a man. What she did really rubs me the wrong way, especially doubling down on her BS.